I'm glad to be
You appreciate all
working.
you've done, Fran, or to help in Gork with what happened.
Oh yeah, man.
And the message was really strong. Russians really responded to it. They got over to a Western audience, so you know you really got it over. So yeah, I was well impressed.
I'll tell you, man. I was here 6 months, mostly fighting it here in Spartak. And now I'm doing the information war, and it's just as hard, man. It's just as hard.
It's also a war, you know.
Yeah.
No question. Every day, you know, you fight against the media.
Texas, could you explain? You've become a bit of a legend in recent times. Can you explain, you know, who you are? What's your story?
Well, the legend is the story of the people of Donbas. I'm just here to help. I'm just here to join the great people that are standing up against fascism. And that's the true story here. I'm just here to help tell it. I've been here about 6 months now. I'm from Texas in the United States.
Whereabouts are you from in Texas?
Austin, Texas. Live music capital of the world.
If you don't mind me asking a bit of biographical information in terms of how old are you and what's your profession? What was your profession?
I'll be 55 next week. Before I came here, I was a lumberjack, a tree doctor in the States. I've done a few other different jobs over the years. But I've always followed politics, and I've always been interested in trying to make the world a better place. And that's what we're doing here in Donbas, and I'm real happy to be here.
How long have you been over here for?
I got here in December, and I've been working mostly at the airport in Spartak as a soldier, a trigger puller. Now I'm working for the Han Battalion, and I'm an information warrior. So I'm going to be telling the story. We're going around documenting the war crimes of the fascist regime, showing what the people are doing that are fighting against the fascists.
Can you explain, recently you were in Gorlovka, you did a video that had a lot of impact from the scene in Gorlovka where a home had been hit by Ukrainian shelling at the end of May. Can you give an update on how that was?
Yeah, we went...
So you're 55, Texas.
Well, I will be next week.
And what's your kind of family situation in terms of a wife or children?
Well, no wife, no kids. I was married once, a long time ago. I have a father, sister and brother back in Texas, niece, 2 nieces and a nephew that I love very much and I miss very much. But they understand why I'm here. And
what do you tell them that you're here?
Well, one of my nieces is only 10 years old, so I don't really say about the war stuff too much to her, but my other niece is 24. She's a musician in Austin. And my sister, father, brother, they know exactly what I'm doing here. And they maybe don't understand all the politics behind it, but they know that I'm doing what I truly believe in, and they respect the fact that I'm standing up for what I believe in. Well, if I had to describe myself in one word, it would be poet. I'm a songwriter, a musician. I made my living doing that for a few years. My family had a restaurant in South Padre Island, Texas. I've been a lumberjack in Seattle, Oregon. I've done different things in my life, but this is the best job I ever had.
So how does it compare being, I mean, how would you describe, what's your exact kind of job title now, Texas?
Information voin. I'm an information warrior. That's what I do now. I tell the truth. I get the truth out to the world about Ukrainian war crimes, about the courage and dedication and determination of the people of Donbas and the heroism of the soldiers that defend this country. That's my job, and I'm happy to do it.
So what's your relationship with your home country, America? How do you feel about the States?
I love the United States. I love the people of the United States. I'm a patriotic American, but we have a fascist government now, and I'm working against the fascist government. That is Republican and Democratic Party. As I have often said, same shit, different pile. And I never thought there could be a worse president than George Bush, but Barack Obama has proved me wrong.
So can you describe recently the scene you were in Gorlovka at the end of May, quite a horrific scene there?
Yeah, it was very horrific. It was the 26th of May. The 2 family in Gorlovka got bombed early in the morning. The father, Uva, got killed. The daughter, Katya, 11 years old, killed. The mom, Anna Tuv, lost her left arm above the elbow. It was a tragic, tragic situation. It made me mad. Their house was totally destroyed too. It made me mad to see that. A couple of days later, we went to the hospital and interviewed her there. It was a tragic, tragic scene. Han Humanitarian Aid is going to be setting up a bank account for her. The money's going to go directly to her. We want to help her out. We went to Telmanova a few days later, went to the funeral of a 5-year-old boy, Vanka. It was just a terrible, terrible, tragic scene. And that's really the hard part. It's even harder than being at the front and being in battle, is to see the victims of the crimes of the American-backed fascists. But also, yesterday we went to deliver humanitarian aid to a school in Donetsk that was donated from school children in Russia. And to see the happiness and the appreciation of those children really makes it worth it. And it makes my heart very happy when we can do stuff like that. If you can hear it whistle for more than 1 second, it ain't gonna get you. It's the ones that you don't hear whistling.
You must be in the ground.
That one's close.
That was quite close.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Maybe we should continue the interview elsewhere.
Got it.
Get the fuck out of it.
Yeah. Now we bled. I do information war and also pull the trigger when I need to. Western media does nothing but lie, but the truth is out there and the truth can be found, and people need to know the truth and they need to do something about it. I appreciate the Russian people help Donbass very much. The Russian government, I hope, will help us more. And I want to say again, one of the Western lies that everybody hears is that the Russian army is here. The Russian army is not here. This is the people of Donbass defending themselves. If the Russian army was to fight the Ukrainian army, this war would be over in 2 days flat.
And just finally about yourself, favourite band?
Alabama 3.
Favourite food?
Mexican.
Favourite film?
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Favourite book?
From Here to Eternity by James Jones.
Okay, and hero, someone who inspires you?
Che Guevara.
Thanks very much.
Конечно.